Hi there! As you can already guess from the thumbnail, this is an Aliexpress haul all about Zuru Mini Fashion brands. I mainly bought bags, shoes and items from Series 3, but also a few from Series 2. I found out about these listings because I needed to look up for the links for the last Aliexpress haul, and the links for these items were suggested. They are by the same seller, and last year or even the year before, I guess it was last year, I already bought Zuru Mini Fashion brand items from the seller, but the shop had only a very few ones. I remember that I bought the green one because, it's one of my favorite bags, and I also bought the metallic pink one from Series 1, so I guess in all about they only had Series 1 still, and I can't remember that they had Series 2 in general. I was very, very surprised when I saw the listings for Series 3, and I was even more surprised when I saw that this shop had the rare shoes and I was simply too late. They were already gone, but at least I got the backpack and the belt plus the cat, so you can see the rare items here in the video, because at the moment the rare backpack and the belt are also sold out. I hope they come back in stock sometimes. The seller has restocked, but I am not sure. The thing is, this seller plays safe. Nearly every item is marked with tiny defects, but you can see in this video, this is not really true, but I guess they do that because some of the items do have factory defects, and I don't know, we will talk about this later. So you can see I already sorted out the free gifts because they basically have nothing to do with the topic of this video. It's nice to get some free gifts, but it's not important for this video. The most important question should be, are these items authentic? And I already can answer this. Yes, of course they are, I'm pretty sure, and you will see in the video a comparison with all the items that I already have in my collection, and just watch. So the first item is already the worst item because I could already see through the plastic bag that the bag is not 100% okay. The closure is crooked and there's also a tiny bit of defect on the surface of the pleather. I would say such defect is a defect that you can also expect when you open up one of the capsules, so it is acceptable and is overall okay. Because at the point when I bought these bags, this bag was the cheapest, I think. It was around €4. But now they raised the price a bit and I might not have been so happy for the bigger price. But anyhow, I was a little bit worried about the other items because I thought maybe the tiny notice has defects is real this time and the items are not okay. But you will see I was wrong. The second bag is also from Series 2 and I already have this bag. As you can see, it's exactly the same model, there's no difference between these two, and there's also absolute no defect on the bag. The only difference is the missing paper inside. The one from China does not have paper inside, and of course the one that I have gotten from a Series 2 capsule does have paper inside. By the way, this is my absolute favorite bag from Series 2. I just love this bag, it's so beautiful. Next is also one from Theories 2. I do have this bag only once and I wanted another one, so I got this one. It's also perfect, nothing wrong with it, just the same as I already have. The next two bags are also from Series 2. This time it's the rare bag, and I personally never got this bag, but my daughter did, and therefore I have a comparison. Overall, the two bags are fine. One of it does have a kind of pressure point on the lid of the bag. It's not really a defect, it's really only, a pressure point. The one from my daughter also has a pair of danglers from Series 2, so these are not included with the bag originally. I just forgot to remove them. The thing is, the first bag, I could not open it, but that's not totally new to me. Sometimes these bags are really hard to open up and I don't want to ruin them, so I just leave them as they are. And second bag was easy to open and it's exactly the same bag as the one that I already had here, but also again without paper inside. So now we had the bags from Series 2, let's have a look on the shoes from Series 3. First we have these brown overknees, and I simply bought the extra pair for my daughter's collection. As you can see, they are perfect, no defects, no nothing, they are nice. Next are the tiny red boots, and these are for me. I really like them. I only have them once. The ones that I have even have a tiny little defect on top of them, and I simply wanted another pair of them. So to compare them, I had to take them off from my blue-haired girl from one of my styling videos, I think you can remember. And I had to realize I forgotten to put on socks, because these shoes do stain. They are red, so it's not really a wonder, but at that point I didn't think about it. I usually always test the clothing and shoes on my dolls, but I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that I was so happy to get these shoes that I just put them on the feet and did not think about it. The stains are not too bad, but they are there, so in case you plan to use these shoes on your doll, please use some socks to prevent the feet from staining. I simply forgot it. But okay, these shoes are still awesome. And still there's no difference, both pairs are simply the same. And the shoes do not have any defect. I already wanted to continue with the hats, but we do have still one pair left. These are the bright pink Ugg sandals. I already have one of these, but I don't mind getting more than one, so I bought another one, and maybe I even have one in the remaining capsules that I have, but I simply wanted to know, do they have defects? How do they look? And there's not much wrong with them. The flocking is perfect, the elastic is fine, only the sole is a little bit uneven, or at least not as smooth as the one that I already had, but that is not a defect for me. Next is the bucket hat from Series 2. I already have one, but on mine the logo is not very vibrant, so I got another one. And as you can see, this one is just perfect. I guess I decided to do the plastic items first. I thought I would review the hats, but no, I decided to review the plastic pieces. When you buy little pieces in this shop, you always get them in these tiny containers, and I simply love that fact. There's no damage, there's no color transfer, it's just good. First we have the golden hat piece, and as you can see, it's the same as the one that I got recently. The color is, to be honest, a little bit different. The one that I got from China is in fact a little bit darker and a bit more golden, but I think that is just a coincidence. And yes, I got 4 pairs of sunglasses. I think these sunglasses or shades are so perfect, but I have to share them. I am not allowed to keep all 4 of them. I'm not the only collector in my family, so yeah, that's fine. But at least 1 or 2 are definitely mine. And as you can see, they're totally okay. There's nothing wrong with them. They're exactly the same as the one that I got from the capsule. Next is this very cute Series 2 key purse. I only get one myself in one of the capsules, the Series 2, and I simply wanted another one, and as you can see, it's totally fine. Perfect condition. The eyeshadow palette is also from series 2. I don't have it. That's the reason I bought it. And I guess this item is also a little bit more rare because it is way higher priced than other things. So yeah, now I have it. And okay, back to the keychain or key purse. This time it's pink, and as I already said, I only get one of these accessories in general, and the one that I got was red, and this one is pink, and I didn't have it, so I wanted it. Same model as the red one, just in pink. Next is the rare cat. Of course I don't have this cat in hands. I wish, but I don't have it. And I really wanted to have it for one of my stylings, so I bought it, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the pets. But it is a very cute pet, and the one that I got has absolutely no flaw. It's a very cute and perfectly made cat. Now we finally come to the hats, and also again 4 of them, but I will share them, and this way you can see that all of them look the same. None of them is defective or anything. One of them I think has a tiny bit of glue residue inside of the hat. At first I thought it is a hole, but it's not a hole in the fabric. It's definitely only a little drop of glue, and since it's inside of the hat, it's not big of a deal. Now it's time for the belts. They are extremely pretty. Yeah, I'm a little bit ashamed that I have 4 of them, but I hope they come back in stock because they are really pretty. I wish I would have gotten them inside of one of my capsules, but I don't think that I will pull them. Honestly, I can't see anyone that have these rare items since the shoes were added, and I think these are really, really rare. And I simply hate the fact that I missed out the shoes. I wish I could have bought them to show you them and style something with them, but it's okay. It's fine. Who knows? Maybe when one seller has these items, another one will follow. I'm pretty sure about that. Anyway, all 4 belts are fine. As you can see, no defect, no nothing, and you will see stylings with them. Now it's time for the pink tote bag. I also do not have this item. And now I realized why I opened the items in the order I did, because I was not able to compare these last pieces because I don't have them in my collection. That makes sense, but honestly this was a very long week and I filmed everything I think on Monday, and now it's already Friday and I totally forget why I opened the pieces in the order I did. Okay, but I think the tote bag is totally fine. It's the same as the white one, just in pink, I think. Next are the Nike Dior sneakers. I don't have my collection. I also need them for styling, a special one. I already bought the blue bag secondhand here in Germany, but I couldn't find the shoes from the set, so now I have them. The last shoes are the red platform shoes. I simply didn't have them, so I have them now. And last but not least, the two backpacks. These are part of the rare set of Series 3, and as you can see, they are simply perfect. Nothing wrong with them, and I'm very happy that I have them, and I can style something with them. I don't know why, but I think it's funny that these did come with paper inside. But in general, I'm simply happy that I have them, and I really hope that they get a restock for everyone that wants them, or at least that some other sellers also have them. At this point, I would also like to talk a little bit about buying from Aliexpress, because I'm not quite sure if you think that I am affiliated in any form with Aliexpress, because I'm not. I'm pretty sure you can hear that I'm not a native English speaker. I'm simply a German potato that has to buy stuff online in order to get something. We don't have a big second-hand market for these kind of things. Of course, sometimes people do offer their doubles or triplets or whatsoever, but honestly, I don't know. Here in Germany, they want the double of the price that you would pay for a normal capsule for one item and so on, and it simply does not make a lot of sense. And of course, no one ever offered the secret items. I'm collecting dolls and miniatures for over 20 years now. I know, it's hard to believe, but it is the truth. And I always loved to buy my stuff from all over the world. But during COVID, the customs regulations changed a lot in my country, and therefore it's very hard for me to get items from all over the world nowadays. I don't want to moan about it too much, but in the end, I simply have to buy from sites like Aliexpress, even though I'm not the biggest fan of them. And with this channel, I would like to show you the ones who also need to buy their stuff online, where you can buy with confidence or where you should not buy, and what you can expect in general. Therefore, I hope you liked this video. I hope it helped some of you, or was at least interesting for some of you. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for your time. Have a great weekend. I'm sure we can see us again if you like to, because I plan to upload at least one video more this weekend, at least on Sunday, hopefully also on Saturday, but we will see. See you then. Bye.